Good morning. I have been asked by several people to show how we organize crafts, supplies, art supplies, and different homeschool things like that in our small space. So I'm going to show you that today. We actually just finished, that's pretty Elsie, speaking of crafts. She just made one of those, what are those things called? Those melty bead things.
And I did 1, 2, 3, 4.
If I remember,
5,
I'll
6,
link it in the description box so you can check it out because I can't remember what they're called, but we have a kit that the kids really enjoy. Anyway,
13.
we just finished all of our morning chores and we're getting ready to sit down and do the first day one of the Gospel Adventures. This is a free program that you can get online. It's 5 days of adventures, and it's Thailand is the one that they just put out, and they have, I mean, it's really cool because they have like worksheets that you can like coloring pages that you can print out, and forms, if you want to give your kids things to fill out as they go along. And then there's videos that they've taken that take you to the country with someone from their team and take you all the way through it. And there's songs. They have like a little music video of the theme song for the week. It's really neat. I will link it for you in case you want to check it out. And it's all free. They do, I guess, maybe one a year. We've done these for years. And I'm on their mailing list so that whenever they have a new one that comes out, I get notified about it right away. So that's what we're going to do.
And my nails match.
Your nails match.
And there's 13
And your
stars.
dress matches.
My
You're
dress
just
matches.
really, wow, so
And
patriotic.
my eyes match.
That's true.
Blue.
Look at this, guys. We have this bird feeder right here outside our living room window. And it's so fun. We had a huge woodpecker on there this morning.
Also, there's 13 stars for
Lots of
13
fun.
colonies.
Okay, so the reason that I thought to get you out right now and show you this is because I'm about to pull out the art supplies for the coloring pages that we're about to do.
I'll give it to Greg.
Of course, we have to be creative living in a tiny space, and so I have things in different spots. I've just had to think outside the box. Back here, this is our back door,
Color pencils?
and we have our game shelf here. So we just have this little shelf with all of our games, and then down here in this little nook, we have this little drawer, and this was given to me. I will see if I can find something of the same size to put a link for you guys, and if you're curious. So I'll measure it and find
Brush pens,
a similar product from Amazon. But
and coloring.
this is where we store the Arteza products that we use very frequently. Because, for example, these are the brush pens that are kind of like a watercolor marker, sort of. Open that up so we can see it, type thing. And I actually, oh, this is all working out perfect timing. I still have a 10% off code that goes for their whole website. So I'll put that in the description box as well. Cap that up for me. Anyway, thank you, ma'am. You're my lovely assistant. So whenever we're getting ready to do something, whatever the kids want to use, we'll just bring that entire drawer out. So if they want these little tiny, these are double-sided markers with really, really fine tip on one side and then a semi-fine on the other. Or we'll pull out these are all watercolor pencils. So we can just take this whole box to the table when it's time for our group study time, or multiple boxes, and set it there. So that works really well. That's an easy way to store them away in this spot.
The watercolors and gouache colors.
Right here next to it, this is all still kind of like our back entrance. It's sort of like our, wannabe mud room. We have our mud boots and things here, and so we're having to soak our chicken food in the house because it's freezing immediately. Excuse me, sweetie, I'm going to show them this. But we have this unit here, and this I've talked about before is where they store some school things. So they have their notebook, and all of my kids are color-coded, so they have one of these zipper pouches and other things that they store here. Up on top. What's wrong, James? Can someone help James? Thank you. Up on top here is the log notebooks, and I've talked about all of this on a different video, so I won't go into it extensively. What's wrong, James? Can you show people your bag? Your Valentine bag? Right above it is our art board. Normally this is covered with artwork, but because it's almost Valentine's Day, we hung our Valentine mailboxes up so that people can put Valentines in each other's bags, and we will open them on Valentine's Day. Oh, there's James. Look at that. Someone helped James decorate his. Thank you, Bella. This was last year. Actually, we saved these bags from last year. Well, we get to open it on Valentine's Day, James.
Younger than Jeremiah.
We don't know. It's going to be a surprise, James. It's a surprise. You seem like you're needing a little bit of something. So those are here right now, but normally this is an art board. And then here, continuing in my laundry room, we have more supplies. So up here on the top is more craft supplies here. And I will just go ahead, since he's needing attention and I've already done this, I will link my laundry room tour video so you can see in detail all of these things. But yeah, you just get creative with what you can in small spaces. So the kids are getting some cups of tea for themselves, but this is how the Gospel Adventures is laid out. They have, these are day 1 videos, so these are the videos that we're watching today, and then we're going to do some of the papers that they had, and then day 2 through 5. And it's all just right here on gospeladventures.org. Bella, find a seat, hon.
You say hello. สวัสดีค่ะ This is how you say thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ This is how you say hello. สวัสดีค่ะ This
Wow,
is how
that's
you
hard.
say thank you.
Can you do
ขอบ
that?
คุณค่ะ This is how you say hello. สวัสดีค่ะ
You like
This
that?
is how you say thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
All right, let's get to our worksheets. Okay, so we pulled out our drawer of supplies here. Now, the curriculum that came with this, like I said, it's all free. There was quite a lot of pages there, and since we are just incorporating this into things we're already doing, I'm not having them do all of the pages. I just gave all of my older kids just the first page of day 1. I think there were probably 3 or 4 pages of questions. But we're just going to do this first page of day 1. So isn't that great that they just offer all of this? It's really, you gave James, that's so nice. Okay, I have one more map. So for my younger kids, they also had coloring pages with, you don't like that one either. You're just having a hard day, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, James.
I don't want that one.
Oh my.
But Maya bites that one.
Okay, so for my younger kids, monkey see, monkey do here. Here, can you color? I printed out the map coloring page that they have. And this was a full sheet. Shh, Mommy's talking. You're coloring. This was a full piece of paper. I shrunk it down 50%, which is what I do for a lot of our things. That way, when we're done, they can cut each picture out and put them all together on a piece of paper. So they're coloring in regions. Leo is looking up the map of Thailand. All right, Leo, did you find it? What's our first one? Bangkok. Leo's pulled up the map, so can you show us, Leo, where Bangkok is? Lydia. Leo,
I'm doing it.
could you show us? Okay, just hold
right here.
right the middle. Is that the middle line?
Yes,
Lydia.
right here.
Okay, so that middle line there is Bangkok.
Where? What? I'm going to color.
So it's right this part.
Thailand.
So on that line, Thailand.
Thailand.
On that line, you're going to write the first one, Bangkok. Uh-huh. Party time. Okay, here, this is for you. Yeah, go ahead and color. You can pick any colors, color each region a different color, okay? All right, James is going to do red for the first one. Okay, Silas, are you able to label your first major city as Bangkok? This is really fun. James likes to put his shirts on backwards so we get to see the logos on the back.
Okay.
The second one, Chiang Mai is at the very top.
Why did Chiang Mai? How do you spell Chiang Mai?
It's right there.
Where's?
I put a dot on them after I'm done with them.
I don't know. No, I'm gonna just cross them out.
Alright. Come on, do it. Type it in, everybody.
James is making a playground for Lydia.
That is.
If these two can stay occupied, it helps all of us, doesn't it, guys? Wow, that looks good.
With just a whole bunch of pencils, like
How about your church?
a different color.
There's 69 million people in Thailand. Wow, that's 69, a lot of Christians. About 69 million. No.
That's the people.
People. And every 100 is
69 million, and they say around 5% now are Christians.
Which one is that one, Mom? 90% of which one is it?
Bangkok is the city. It's pointing.
That one?
It's where the dot is pointing. The dot is on the city.
That?
Yeah, it's just a city in that area.
Oh, so this is the whole country. So I color this whole thing?
They broke Thailand into regions on the map, so that whole entire thing is Thailand. And then they broke it up into north. Here, it will help if you look at this one.
Northeast, north.
You see, this is all Thailand. And then they broke it up into regions of north, central, northeast, west.
So then I'll just color this in.
So yeah, you can color the different regions. Okay, Silas, what's a fact you learned today?
Well, I didn't learn this today.
But they leave their shoes outside.
Oh, that's a good fact, yeah. All right, what about you?
Raining.
What's something about
They
Thailand?
sit on the floor.
Oh, they sit on the floor while they eat. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I forgot about that one,
Leave a
Elsie.
smile sign.
They're nicknamed the Land of Smiles.
Yeah. We knew that from last time.
Yeah, we did this one.
I didn't know they sat on the floor. I never really
That-
paid attention.
Yeah, that would change up our meal times a lot if everybody sat on the floor. I guess it's
People
just.
would be up more.
I'm thinking about toddlers, how easily they would run off if they weren't in a chair. But I think it's just the customs. They get used to, just like here, they know that they have to sit in their chair at mealtime.
Buddhist customs, when they switched over to Christianity, they just like sat on the floor.
They kept that because it was part of their lifestyle. Right. And whatever you're trained in is normal
Just
to you.
like if we were Buddhist and then we switched to being Christians and Christians sat on the floor and we sat on the table. Not on the table, on the benches. We would probably still be sitting on benches.
Right. Because it's kind of their life customs. And it's not something that's wrong to do.
No.
And so you could keep on doing whatever is
And keeping
comfortable
your
for you.
shoes outside. It's not wrong.
No, that's
It's like a habit.
That's like Mom always yelling at you to keep your boots back in the boot box area so you don't track mud through the house, right?
Keep it outside. Get snow and rain.
Here, yeah, we would get snow and rain in our shoes, but we have a spot we try to keep our shoes. Did you figure out any more facts, Leo?
Yeah.
One day.
He was trying to calculate how many Christians would be in Thailand depending on the amount of total population. It's so hard to think. Lydia's gone. She's
Good job. Hey, Mom. I decided to color those.
I like it, Samuel.
Let's go hide.
All right, we are done, and we need some little bit of energy outlets before lunch. I said, get outside. They are running. They're carefully going through barbed wire, and we have a little tiny pond over there, and it's frozen, so they're running over there to play on that. And there's more kids coming. I said, anybody who doesn't want to sit quietly or help with the cleanup, all of this, could go outside. These two decided to sit quietly. Oops. Jeremiah's really interested in practicing his reading. Oh, I guess I need 2 hands for it. Is it stuck?
I got pink gloves on.
So you're going to go sliding on the ice. I think I'm going to need 2 hands to do this. You're going to go sliding on the ice? They wanted to jump around on this playground that James set up, and I said, I don't think so. Get outside, isn't it? He called it the playground. Okay, let's continue the tour. This is where we keep dry erase boards and multiplication charts if anybody needs a little help with that. We keep that in this basket tucked right back there by our bench because typically this is where we are whenever we are doing our math. And the other organization thing that we have right here in this same space is, could you hand it to Lydia please, Jeremiah? Is this little thing. And when Arteza sent this to us a year ago, I did not know I would use it as much as I do. This stays right here by our table, which is where we homeschool, and it's so handy. It's very sturdy, which is like the true test with my kids because they have a tendency to kind of break everything. So books that we are in the middle of reading, or like my planning pads that I've talked about, things like that stay right here. And I keep pencils. I keep, this is a little stylus for the kids who do teaching textbooks on the tablet to use. This actually is here because somebody is going to make a Valentine's Day paper chain, so that's still here. Just other little supplies. There's a little drawer here that you can put your Post-its in. I keep my planner here. Oh, and this book, I keep forgetting to tell you guys about this book. This woman, she is a homeschooling mama who wrote this book, and she sent me a copy to read and share it with you. And this would be a book that would be perfect to somebody who's, for someone who's brand new to homeschooling or considering homeschooling. So she, I guess, was getting a lot of questions from people, especially with COVID, who were switching over to homeschooling. And she decided to write a book, and she has a YouTube channel too, Everyday Blessings. So she writes about she talks at the beginning about why people are making the choice to switch to homeschooling, and then she goes through like the different styles of homeschooling. It's all just a very, very basic, as you can see, quick read to kind of get you going on your journey. So that could be a gift to for someone who's feeling lost at the very beginning of their journey. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we get it on Amazon. I'll have to check that out and see if I can find it. Okay, so what else? Okay, this is part of this, which again, I've talked about in the past, but I know you guys like to see things again. This was actually a gift from one of our subscribers, and they sent 2 of these. It's a 2-pack from Amazon, and it's wonderful. I was so grateful when they sent this because we have one in the bathroom that holds like washcloths and soap and things because we have a pedestal sink in there and not a lot of room. And the other one, I made an art caddy that's all supplies right here. So I change this around once in a while just for fun, and then I have my calendar here. And I have art supplies so kids can always grab out. This is the, let's see, these are the Everblend markers that they use for drawing. This is just a bunch of colored pencils. Some watercolors are in the back and brushes. And this is the easy access. And these are window markers. Woo, my kids are being loud right now. It's pre-lunch. So this is the easy access stuff. And then up here, I have, in this basket, I have, this is full of watercolor paper pads and extra watercolor paints. And then, you okay? Of course, more books and things all along there. And one random,
Don't go in it.
I don't know, stray bag of balloons. Who knows? Yeah, so that is, you know, when we want to get serious about our art supplies, then we'll go into that extra painting basket. But if kids just want to paint a little bit just for fun, then they can go over to this caddy here. Little lady discovered a bag of chips. Hey there, little lady. Did you find some chips? Oh, yes, you did. We're going to make some lunch, right? And we're going to put the couch back together. Yes, I think so. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's what happens when Papa runs to the store. He comes home with things like chips that Mama doesn't buy I said, we need a dozen eggs because our chickens aren't laying much. And he came back out with eggs and
3 bags of chips.
chips and chocolate chips. So that was more than we bargained for, wasn't it? Yeah.
I'm the queen.
Are you having a good day, Lydia? Good? You having a good day?
Mom, look
What did you do today? You played?
and played.
You played? You unloaded some things in the bathroom. What else did you do? You got dressed up. One of the sisters dressed you up in a pretty dress.
She's the princess.
Oh, you're the princess?
I'm the queen. I'm the king.
You're the king.
Hey,
That's pretty fun. Leo, the kids, Leo was working on a stop motion creation, but the kids are out sliding on the pond. I think they were hoping for you to come out, but yeah, they're out there. We can't just eat chips though. We're making lunch. I'm cooking some rice here, and we're going to mix this in with the leftover, ooh, I didn't stir that. We're going to mix this in with the leftover lentil soup. I made a really good lentil soup last night for dinner. And there's some left, but I thought if we mixed a little rice with it, it would make it enough for the whole family to have for lunch. It's a good cold day for soup. Everything has come. And everybody's busy. When they get going on these things. What have you made? Yep, just a minute, buddy.
I started it because I got it out earlier. I made just these hearts and hearts and hearts, and I'm gonna do them until I can't use the red anymore.
Well, that's pretty fun for Valentine's Day coming up. What did you make, Jeremiah? Oh, he's counting something. Okay, I'll come back to you. Silas saw a show about Vipo, the flying dog.
This is not exactly for it. And I made it for me.
And he saw this on the show, right? Oopsie. Okay, hey James, could you hop off the table? Oh, he just messed his up. Why don't you hop off the table and then you won't bump any, okay? It's kind of a fragile situation here.
This is fragile.
Okay. All right. Lots of fun happening here. Lydia is in her own little world here. Apparently she opened up Canoodle and she's putting it in her little house. You staying busy, Lydia?